Welcome back. It is Friday, December 20th in the NBA. My best bets are on the way. Tonight, we only have 3 games on in the association, but I found a pick that I think will deliver a winning night for us. If you are new, my name is Austin. As always, we begin the videos recapping how we did the day before. Yesterday, we went 3-2. We cashed our best bet, and we had another winning day. That make that 5 straight in a row. Now, are we sweeping the board? No, I wish we were, but hey, we'll take profit anytime we can get it. We always play these as straight bets. Let's recap. We had Karl-Anthony Towns, our same game parlay, him to make 20 points, 2 threes, and 10 rebounds. He hit that by halftime. The man went off, and it was his return to Minnesota. Proud to see him go out there and do his thing. He was 5 for 5 from 3 at one point. I think that's what he ended at. He went insane. We had James Harden's under in threes, pretty sweat-free. He only made 2. Jazz +5. They were up by 30 after the first quarter. They end up closing the deal, winning that game outright. Our 2 losers, though. Day 2 of the ladder challenge, we lost because Jalen Williams could not get his 14. He ended with 11. Could not score 3 points in the final 7 minutes. And then right hand up, worst read of the year, worst read of my career, Draymond Green over in PRAs. He played 19 minutes. He did not record a single point, rebound, and assist. Honestly, impeccable. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I saw the Warriors score, and I know we were cooked anyways, and then I load up the box score. I'm like, what the? How does he have 0? Yeah, he didn't get a single point, rebound, or assist. I love the matchup, but hey, we cannot do anything there. Hey, 3-2 day. We'll keep things moving. I can't have a worse read than that. I promise you that. We will never have a worse read than that one. And we didn't even have a pulse. But either way, let's dive into our favorite picks. Like I said, we only have a short 3-game slate tonight. I only have 1 official pick. There's no guarantee that guy even plays. We'll talk about him in a second. We'll talk about the other 2 games afterwards. So in case you want to hear my thoughts on those games, well, I don't love any of the props or sides in that one. You'll stick around for that. But let's dive into our picks. Later on today, we'll have our college football video drop with our best bets for the playoffs this weekend and one tonight. I'm on a 32-9 run in college football. So I've been pretty dialed in. Check that video out. Should be dropped live around 12 to 1 p.m. Also, later on tonight, we'll have our Saturday NFL picks. I've been ice cold in the NFL, so might be on fade watch for those. But eventually, some things are going to have to go my way, right? Hopefully, we'll see. But either way, let's dive into our picks today. We'll begin with the only game that I really like, and that is the Sixers and the Hornets. And my favorite pick of the day is Joel Embiid over 29.5 points plus assists, -120 on Bet365, playing it for 1 unit. I'm not going to go up to 1.5 or 2 units like we've been doing on our best bets of the day. Stick to 1 unit here. Now, like I said, there's a chance Joel Embiid does not play. He's currently questionable. Now, he did return to practice. I believe that was on Thursday. I expect him to play today. Now, if he does play, great. If he does not, well, we'll just get our money back and we'll keep things moving. But I think he's cleared to play here, and he plays. And I don't think he's on a minutes restriction. It's not like his sinus fracture that he got is really going to limit his knees or his legs. So I think he's ready to go. If he's active, he's probably playing his 28, 33-ish minutes, somewhere in there. Now, I really like the spot here against the Hornets. Now, he's back at home. The Hornets just don't have anyone that can guard him. They're also on a back-to-back. We see them. They had Mark Williams return either yesterday or just a few games ago. Also have Nick Richards back. So they have some guys that they can pretend can guard Joel Embiid, but I just don't think they have a matchup for him. While they can throw some double teams at him, we do have the assist tacked on here. I just don't know if they can stop him, honestly. We've seen in Embiid's last 3 games. Obviously, he started off the season slow. His last 3, 37, 35, and then 17 points plus assists. He was injured in that first half versus Indiana. Obviously, he's probably going to go over if he had 17. I think he got injured with like a minute left in the first half. He probably goes over there. And that was all those games with Maxey and Paul George. So all the guys active that are expected to take some usage from him, they were there. Obviously, Maxey and PG just played the Hornets without Joel Embiid. Both of them actually had pretty good games. What did PG make? Like 6 or 7 threes. He went off. Brandon Miller, worth noting, actually models his game off PG, so maybe that's why he stepped up a little bit. But either way, I just think they'll play through Embiid tonight. He'll be their hub on offense. He's the one with the big mismatch, and the Hornets can't stop him. And sure, they have a new roster, and they have new head coaches and stuff. They can't stop him. Let's be honest. His last 9 games for Charlotte. Look at the numbers. I mean, I don't need to read him off. He's over in all 9. He's had a couple of 50-point games in there. He's played 34 or fewer minutes in 7 of 9. So I'm not like I'm coming on here and pigging off stats where I'm like, hey, Joel Embiid played 40 minutes. No, he's playing like some of those games. He's playing 29 minutes. Again, I just don't see them having a great matchup for him. And sure, they can double him. I don't know if I'd want to do that with Paul George and Tyrese Maxey on the outside. And I just think the Maxey and Embiid, tandem, Maxey will be able to get the ball to him. Joel Embiid will get the ball at the free throw line, pump fake, get to the free throw line, or just make those mid-range shots all night long. So I think this is a great spot for him. I don't expect, like I said, Embiid to play 40 minutes tonight, but I think there's a safe expectation where he plays, 28, 32 minutes, give or take. And we know he normally plays majority of the third quarter. We'll see. They kind of have mixed around his rotations this year, given the injuries. So either way, even if this is a blowout, which I don't think it is, I still like Embiid to come through. If you look at his primary ways of scoring, I'll put the little graph up on the screen. You see his primary way this season has been free throws. I mean, not a surprise. He's Joel Embiid, 31%. That's where the Hornets ranked 25th defensively, 15% in the 27% in the pick and roll where they ranked 15th, and then again 23% in post ups where they ranked 21st. Now, if you're curious where that graph comes from, it's from Props Madness. Not sponsored. We love them. I use them a ton, but not sponsored. But I really like what they give out in a lot of different stats. So obviously very useful. Obviously helps me make a lot of my picks every single morning. But either way, I really like this matchup for Joel Embiid. I think he could realistically score 30 points. I think he could get us 24 points and like 6 assists, 7 assists. I just think the assist line's a little low at 3.5. I think the points line at 26.5 is still a tad low. I'll take my chance here on Joel Embiid. The process, returning back from his sinus fracture, I don't see him having a minutes cap here. He should be ready to go. His legs should be under him, given he's had a few days off and he really probably just been rehabbing and whatnot. So I really like Joel Embiid. I like the process over 29.5 points plus assists for 1 unit. We'll see if he's wearing a mask. A fun story. My cousin actually made his first mask. So the one, I think was that in the playoffs or something like that, where he had to wear a mask, his black mask. My cousin actually helped design that. She does prosthetics. So she actually got to work directly with Joel Embiid. Don't know if that's the case this one. I don't even know if we'll be wearing a mask, but hopefully some good luck is rubbed on that. Joel Embiid, we need you to lock in. Now, as for the other games, let's talk about them. I don't have any official picks. And honestly, if Joel Embiid doesn't play, I'm not going to come out here and add one because there's just nothing I love. We'll talk about Milwaukee versus Cleveland, the next game that's on NBA TV, a televised game. Cleveland enters as 8.5, 9.5 point favorites. The over-under 223.5. Obviously, Milwaukee coming off the NBA Cup. They're now resting Damian Lillard. He is out for this game. So obviously, Giannis is going to get a lot of the focus. Chris Middleton, I think he's questionable. We'll see if he plays, maybe probable. Giannis is probable too. There's just nothing I really want to get down here. You could look at Jared Allen's stats against the Bucks and see, pretty good against the Bucks. However, you look at all the games last year. Both Evan Mobley and Darius Garland both were inactive for every single game against the Bucks. So I can't really look at those games and say, hey, Jared Allen's going off. Well, the two of their top 3 scorers were out. And Donovan Mitchell, same thing as he said. He dominated the Bucks, but again, those guys were out too. Now, Donovan Mitchell's line's pretty low, but he's under in 4 straight. And it's just not looking like he's too aggressive right now. And as 8.5 point dogs against a team in Milwaukee, who knows what kind of energy you're getting from them. I'd just rather avoid it. I just don't love it. Milwaukee side, Giannis's lines are obviously through the roof. He has a 7.5 assist line. I wish Damian Lillard played because I probably would have been on the assist because it would have been probably like 5.5, right? But now it's 7.5. I can't get in balls really there. So I look maybe at Bobby Portis. I feel like they'll need some extra scoring given Dame's out. But again, just not a lot of things that I'm like, let's put a pick in there. It's just, not a game that I have a lot of confidence in. And I mean, we talked about yesterday, the picks I didn't have as much confidence in. Those went 1 and 2. Sabonis hit. What were the other ones? I mean, I know LaMelo's threes. If I took LaMelo's over in threes last night, I might have crashed out on screen today. 3 for 18. You can't make that up. That is literally terrible. And I forget, I didn't even check. What did Derek Lively end up doing? He was my other one. I imagine he went over because I saw he had at least 3 assists. Derek Lively under in rebounds plus assists. I would guess he went over, but maybe not. No, he went under. So that was actually one I really liked. So I guess the extra leans went 2 and 1. So not bad. As for the last game on the slate, let's talk about Oklahoma City versus Miami. Obviously, Oklahoma City coming off their game against the Magic. They won that one last night. Miami coming off their loss to the Pistons in overtime. You see Miami favored here, -1.5, over under 214.5. Now, that is definitely a sharp line. You're like, all right, why is OKC underdogs here? And I don't disagree with you. The sharp side is probably going to be on Miami. The problem is Miami, I feel like they're fake sharp. I just can't trust those bums. I can't trust anyone on that roster. And so I hate Miami Heat props, especially any overs, or I feel like the common under will be Bam Adebayo today, and he'll somehow spawn into 20 points. You'll be like, what the hell happened here? Oklahoma City on their offensive side, SGA, I looked at fading him, but 29.5, kind of has to carry this offense. So they had like Chat or some other guys active. No, I'm probably not. I would probably fade him, but again, with no one else active, it's like, oh, someone says you got to shoot the basketball. So I can't get down with any of these games. I mean, Miami, I really hate betting props on that team. If you're going to beat either of these two teams, it's typically via spot up shooting. They don't give up a lot of points in the paint. So Miami, you're going to look for your best spot up shooter. Who is that? I don't know. Drew Smith leads your team in 3-point percentage. I actually looked hard at Haywood Highsmith's over in threes, which is 1.5 plus 180 or something like that. I think he gets a couple attempts, but as you guys know, I have no luck on 3-point props. I take them and they shoot like LaMelo Ball shot last night, 3 for 18. I don't know what I do to the 3-point props, but I literally have no luck. People out there taking Evan Mobley over in threes. He goes 1 for 1. Me, no chance. He is going 0 for 6. And we're like, well, GG. And so, look, I just don't love that game. I would be looking at some unders. 214.5 is a pretty low line. It's going to come down to can teams make threes there. I just don't want to. And that's for Oklahoma City. They're spot up shooters. You want to go Lou Dort. He's clanked it up recently. So maybe look for some rebounds. But I feel like those are all lines that are properly priced. So again, just not anything that I'm like, oh, yay, let's bet it. So again, that's why I only have Joel Embiid's over in points plus assists. That's my only play. Tomorrow, I see we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. 12 game card, and then back to Sunday with only 3 games. So I don't know what the heck the NBA is doing, but either way, hey, we'll figure it out as we go on. Joel Embiid, hopefully he comes through and go 1-0 and extend it into a 6th straight winning day, and I certainly think we can. And then we'll move on tomorrow for a full slate. Ladder challenge not going to return tonight. Maybe it returns tomorrow. I think I could get down with this 14 game slate. But we'll see. Either way, appreciate you guys for tuning in. As I said, there will be a college football video live later today. When that is live, I'll link it on the screen. And we'll have our Saturday NFL video live later on this evening. Have a great Friday evening. Good luck. And if this is your last day before having the week off, congrats. Get through it. Get through the day. I know it's a grind, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, very thankful you guys watch the videos. And I need to go lock in and figure out how to get an NFL winner. I could go 1-8, and I don't even care at this point. I just want to see one go through the hoop. But either way, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Go Joel Embiid, go the process, and I'll see you guys back again in the next one. Worth noting, I'm going to be out of town starting Saturday afternoon. So over the next week, the videos might not be as highly edited. Still be putting all the work in to find winning picks for you all. But again, got to take a step back from editing because can't do as much on the road. But either way, we'll talk about that later in life. Joel Embiid is a 1-0 day. I'll see you guys back again in the next one. Peace.